Hey, Clayton here, and in today's video, I'm actually going to review STEPHAN's merch store. Now, this is no disrespect to the person who actually made this store. This is more for people that are just starting out and want to build a Shopify store. Because basically, a lot of people actually go to websites like this and Kylie Cosmetics and stuff like that, and they think that's what I should do on my store. And there is some truth to that, and there's some not truth to that basically. Basically, if you see a really popular store, it doesn't mean all the stuff they do you should do, or all the stuff they do will actually work. Because when you're a very small store, there's a lot of extra things that you can't get away with. Like people like Graham and Kylie and stuff can get away with so much stuff on their website because people really like them. So that's the point of this video. So hopefully you like it. If you want to sign up to Shopify, there's a link below. It's an affiliate link. If you use my link, just send me a message when your store is ready and I'll do a video review just like this. I'm giving you some tips and stuff. My way of saying thank you. So let's get into it. So basically, when I land on the homepage, I really like the logo. Super simple. Sometimes simple is better than having it really complicated. Now, if you actually do go and look at a website, you can actually use this Chrome extension called Koala Inspect. So I'm going to use this. This will actually tell you what theme they're using, some of the apps they're using, stuff like that. Best-selling products, all that sort of stuff. This can really give you some ideas on what actually to do on your website or get some inspiration and stuff like that. And for some reason, it's taking ages, but it's here. So Shopify theme is Debut. That's actually a free theme. There's a couple of apps here. He's using Pagefly. That's a page builder. I'm not sure what page he's actually using that on, but we'll probably find out when we go through this. So you can actually use that Chrome extension. The next thing here, the announcement bar. I probably wouldn't have anything about COVID in their next announcement bar. The main reason is because it's pretty much the first thing someone's going to see. And like, if they've had a bad experience with COVID and stuff like that, it's just going to put someone on the back foot, like a negative sort of vibe. I'd put that in the product tab, something like that, shipping policy, things like that. What I found works really well is if you have something like free shipping on orders over $100 or $50 or $200, it gives someone an incentive to buy 2 or 3 products instead of one. Now, if you can't afford to offer free shipping, you could do something like 10% off when you spend over $100. That's going to give someone the incentive to buy more as well. Now, the main menu here, I'm pretty sure Debut can only have one type of main menu. Some themes can have a main menu on mobile and a different one on desktop. I personally think this is too distracting on a desktop, but at the end of the day, most people are probably coming to this site on a mobile phone, so it doesn't matter as much. Now, if I had a theme that you could build out a main menu on desktop and mobile, what I'd actually do is make this super simple on a desktop, have the logo in the center, and then just have home, shop, about, 3 words, super simple. Shop has a drop down to the collections, and then they drop out to these ones. I think that would make it super easy for someone to find what they're looking for. There wouldn't be too many words up here and stuff like that. Now, on a mobile phone, on the main menu, I'd have similar to this, maybe homepage, then all this stuff here, shop all, maybe an information tab where it's got about us, contact us, frequently asked questions, something like that. I think that would work really, really well. Now, the homepage, just going through this, really, really important. I think most people couldn't get away with this on their website, having a homepage like this. And there's one thing that really, really bugs me about this store is Graham has like expensive cars in the background. And I remember watching a video. I think he ran ads to his paid program, one with like expensive cars and one just normal one. And a lot of people didn't like the expensive car one and stuff like that. I think his brand this doesn't really match his brand, having these really expensive cars in the background. So I actually think that's probably putting some people off. I personally, if I was him, I'd probably have a slideshow image with him and his girlfriend wearing the merch, maybe 1 or 2 of his other friends or something like that, and then maybe a little slogan: "Do epic shit and then a link to all the epic shit clothes. I think that would work really well. I think he said in his video his epic shit t-shirt sells a lot. So I'd probably be trying to really push this shirt. Now going through here, I think it's a good idea to go into these products here. Maybe 6 is too many. It's probably okay on a mobile phone. I personally really like to have 4 per on desktop and then 2 per on a mobile. I think that works really well. And I'd probably have something like bestsellers or something just here. Then what I'd probably do is go into collection lists. I'd probably have maybe, depending on the theme you use, probably like 4, 6, maybe 8 with really nice images again. Then I'd probably go into some reviews, because really when you're building out the homepage, you really want to give someone a really good feeling, showcase the products, the prices, build trust, build a connection, things like that. So that really helps having those reviews there as well. Then I'd probably have like an image with text, really nice image, little tiny bit of your story, maybe the best part of your story with a link to the about page. Most people, the about page isn't going to really make that much money. Probably 3 out of 100 people will go to the about page. But the funny thing about those people that go to the about page, if you build that connection, they're highly likely to convert into a customer. So over a whole year, about page could make a massive, massive difference. Like even here, Graham could actually do something like this, and he could maybe have an unlisted video on YouTube on the about page, like say, hey, thanks for coming to my shop, something like that. I think that would work really, really well. And then underneath that, I'd probably have about 12 products. Again, maybe the best sellers, new arrivals, something like that. I think it would work really well. I think these 3 images, there's no real point to having them. And then maybe if you have really nice images on Instagram, you'd have an Instagram feed on the bottom of the homepage. Really finish off with a really good feeling. I think something like that would work really well for most people, but it really depends how many products you sell. If you got a 1 product store, 100 product store, 1,000 product store, 10 product store, it really depends on how many products you have, on how you actually structure the homepage. But you really want to try to do what I said, like really good feeling, showcase the products, prices, build trust, build a connection. Super important. Now the footer down here, there's a little bit lacking down here. What I personally like to do is make the footer look really professional, be able to get pretty much anywhere on the website in 1 or 2 clicks. A couple of things that he could do here is have a really creative newsletter to generate, gather people's emails so you can actually email market to them. And then probably 4 menus. Menu 1's information. That's got about us, contact us, frequently asked questions, maybe a blog, search, something like that. Menu number 2 is like shop here. And then it probably has, a link to all the collections, all the products, and maybe 2 or 3 of the most popular collections. So do epic shit would probably be one of them. Menu 3 is all the social media. Menu 4 is all your policies. I think the only policy doesn't have the shipping policy. I think that's super important to have down there. Now, a lot of people won't click those policies, but if they're down here, it builds a lot of trust as well. Might actually just jump into a product here. Now, on the product page, there's 2 things you want to do here. You want to have all the information about the product, and you want to try to build trust. Super important. I'll just go through, show you what I think should probably be changed. This is fine. I'd probably have color swatches here, so little circles. I think it looks really nice when you have color swatches. Maybe I'll think about even having these as buttons, but if he has too many variants on some products, then I wouldn't have buttons. Add the cart button, it matches the logo, so I like that. Product description here. I think, and most importantly, could be bolded, or this could be a heading, something like that. But overall, this is right. You could have a little space here as well. I wouldn't have the guarantee here. I would only have the size chart if there's lots of different sizes for different products in the product description. What I'd probably do is have some product tabs. So I'd have a tab shipping information, returns and refunds, or 30-day money back guarantee, and maybe frequently asked questions, maybe size chart if they're all the same sort of size chart. If someone clicks that, drops down all the information, just makes it so much neater and just makes this a lot smaller. Really helps conversions when you do stuff like that as well. This is fine. I normally don't have both of these. I only have one. I'd probably have customers who bought this also bought this. That's what I'd probably do. And I'd probably have a review app. I know Graham probably doesn't need a review app, but a lot of people, once you start gathering those reviews, it makes a massive, massive difference to how many sales you actually make. You could use product reviews by Shopify. That's free. It's okay. The one I really like to use is called Luke's Reviews. It's actually a photo review app. So someone can leave a written review or a photo review, and it automatically sends an email to your customer asking them to do that. And you can actually offer them a discount if they leave a photo review. Now you can imagine if 20 people left photo reviews wearing this shirt. Like, it's really, really going to help conversions massively. That app's actually $10 USD a month. I'll leave a link below to extended free trial. You can check it out. Totally up to you. But other than those changes, that's fine. Just add it to cart. I probably wouldn't go into the cart here. I'd probably have a drawer menu open up that says go to checkout or continue shopping, because I guess some people would probably want to buy multiple products here. So I wouldn't go into the cart. I rarely ever go to the cart. I normally skip the cart and go straight to the checkout. Basically, like when someone decides they want to buy something, there's only really two things they want to do. They want to buy the product, or they want to buy the product and another product. So that's why if you have the drawer menu, continue shopping, or go straight to the checkout and bypass the cart, works really well. Now we go into the checkout. All right, everything looks good here. Normally, most people mess this page up. It's super important that this page is consistent. So many websites I come to actually mess this page up massively. They don't have the logo. They don't have the colors the same as the rest of your website. Really important that this page is consistent with the rest of your website, because you probably lose 5 to 20% of the conversions just from this page not looking like the rest of your website. So it's really, really important that you do that. The only thing I'd probably say is that maybe that logo is a tiny bit too big. Yeah, I'd probably make it a little bit smaller. Mostly because it's a lot smaller on the rest of the website and you just want it to flow really easily. I think that's about it. Overall, I think it's a good store. Basically, if it was me, what I would change on this store is probably flow the homepage. Most people get that wrong. Product page, number 2, product page, have all the information about the product, have some product tabs, have some reviews, things like that. Number 3, probably the site navigation has to be a lot easier and simpler to use. Number 4, the checkout has to be consistent with the rest of your website. So just the logo a little bit better, a little bit smaller, and it'd be awesome. And then 5, you really want to optimize your site to work really well on a mobile. You know, most websites these days get about 60, 70+% of their traffic on mobile. Some still get 50, mainly like, products for the elderly and stuff will get like a lot more desktop views, but mostly these days I see most of the traffic come from mobile. So you really want to optimize it from mobile phone. And like I said at the start of this isn't like bagging the person that made it or anything like that. I'm just trying to explain, why you can't look at this store and think it'll work on your store because you don't have the following Graham has or Kylie Cosmetics and stuff. And like I said, they can get away with pretty much anything on their videos, on their websites. So hopefully you found this valuable. Use any of my links. I'll send you a free website review just like this. going over some tips and suggestions, my way of saying thank you, and like Graham would say, smash like and subscribe. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.